Good day, my friends. All four of you. Not very many people here because we just streamed from downtown, ended one, and here we are again because, as I just told Andrea, I stream whenever I feel like it. So here I am streaming again just because I feel like it. So, welcome to not normally scheduled 5 p.m. live stream with Mr. Buzz. Up to 9 people already. I'm sure we'll get a few people here. It is Friday, so there's not going to be a big crowd today. That's to be expected. It is a stormy night out there. Very, very stormy, as a matter of fact. The wind is shaking the house. So what else do you do when there's a storm outside? You have a Groovestream. Excuse me. And a Corona Zero with lime. Well, losing our focus. Come on. Man, what's up with that camera? You got to be kidding me. There we go. Spontaneity is nice. I agree. Fuzzy Buzz. Yeah, don't know what was up with that. Does that every now and then. Yeah. Those helplines are terrible, Andrea. I used to use those myself, and I had the same exact experience. They're terrible. I can't believe they let those people get on there and they think they're helping. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. They weren't helpful to me either. So, yes, we have a major, major windstorm happening here. It's obviously not the same one because you're literally on the opposite end of the world from me. So, we're not experiencing the same weather system, but same kind. I don't think this would be considered a cyclone here, but it's pretty nasty. Look at that focus gone again. What is up with that? What is up with my camera? Stop that. Silly thing. Why are you doing that? There we go. Hasn't done that in a long time. Now all of a sudden today it's going to start that again. Sorry to hear that you had that experience. Those are very depressing when you're feeling bad and you call one of them lines and they make you feel worse. I had that happen so many times. Is what a warning from God. We never talked about anything that could be a warning from God. What are you talking about? An unhelpful person on a helpline? Is that a warning from God? Is that what you're talking about? I don't understand. I was expected to hit early Sunday morning. I want to know what we rise by lifting others is saying is a warning from God. What exactly do you think is a warning from God? I am very confused. We never mentioned anything that would be a warning from God. We had a camera going out of focus and we have a weather system, but heavy wind. Well, no, it's just heavy wind, dude. It's just heavy wind. It's just heavy wind. If God wants to warn us of something, he'll warn us another way. I don't think he's going to do that. I mean, no one would know what he's warning us of. Everybody just thinks it's the weather. So how would there be any point to that? It's, yeah, no. It's just heavy wind. And it's likely not even from him anyway. It's likely weather manipulation, like this climate change is always from. They got their narrative they're trying to push that the climate is changing, so they're making it look like it is. And they whip up windstorms, they whip up hurricanes, they cause floods, they cause all this stuff, and then tell you it's because you got a gas stove. That's what's been going on. It's a bunch of garbage. Hello, Stereo Heavens. Blessings to you as well, my dear. Now, a cyclone, I'd almost guarantee that is something they whipped up. Well, Andrea, I told you what your likely solution to your problem is, but you don't believe me, so 4 would be a sedan. Oh man. Yep. You won't believe what I'm telling you about it, so you're going to be stuck with calling places like that, and they're not going to help you. They don't have a clue how to help you. So I'd like to help you. Hello, Pomodoro. Hello, tomato cucumber. I just remembered what your name means. Tomato cucumber. Good to see you. Boy, really slow getting some people here today. Only 22. Where is everyone at? There's Reese. Hello, Reese. New National Version. There's neither Jew nor Gentile, nor slave nor free. Nor is there male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hello, Alana. The 24 people. You're not understand. I didn't ask you to live a solitary life, Andrea. That's not what I asked you to do. We're not even going to discuss you having a solitary life or being with anybody. That's not even going to be part of the conversation. It's nothing to do with it. That's zero to do with it. You have demonic oppression going on because of trauma, and you don't understand that. And as long as you have that demonic oppression going on, you're not going to be able to find anybody or get anywhere in your life at all. You're going to be stuck in neutral, and you're going to remain feeling exactly like you are now until you allow somebody to help you remove the demonic oppression that you're under. Okay, so you keep saying about this solitary life. I never said anything about that solitary life. If you don't like the solitary life, you're going to have to get rid of the demonic oppression, or you're going to be stuck with your solitary life, whether you like it or not. That's what you're missing. Okay, that's what you're missing. The only way out of what you're in right now is what I'm saying, what I'm suggesting. You don't have another way out. You're going to just stay in it if you don't take my advice, because you've got demonic oppression due to trauma, and it needs to be removed. You got a big heavy blanket on you, a big black cloud right over top of you, and until you have it removed, you're stuck with it. It won't go anywhere. I promise you, it will not go anywhere. Fellowship with it, Bible study, or anything. Discuss our purpose or anything related to it. Well, yes, because you want them to understand how the process works. So I would say yes. I would say yes. I mean, you're not trying to make them envy you or anything, but yeah, you should. There's Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit. Accept the love we think we deserve. Andrea, I want to help you so badly. You don't understand. I want to help you so badly. It just breaks my heart that I'm not going to get a chance to. So please give me a chance to. You won't believe the difference I can make. Well, not that I can make, but that the Lord can make if we do a certain process. You will all of a sudden have that heaviness taken off of you. And then you can start to rebuild something. But until you do that, that heaviness is going to stay there. No, it's a Corona Zero. Corona Zero, I should say, with a C. Corona Zero. I do not drink alcohol. So anybody thinks I'm drinking alcohol, I am not. It is zero. No booze. Zero with a C. Says that right on the bottle. Quite perplexed when I started to. Andrea, you got to get off this. You're like, you got a one-track mind. Okay. And that's, you're jumping, you're putting the cart before the horse. You can't even think about finding anybody in the state you're in. Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you one question. Do you think you're fit for a relationship right now? Just tell me, answer that honestly. Do you think you're fit to start a relationship with somebody right now, today? I need the answer to that. Okay, and I'll address Rebel Metal's comment while you're thinking about that and while you're waiting for the 40 seconds to be up so you can comment. Are you fit for a relationship today? Excuse me. You sure can tell about your... Well, why wouldn't I want you to tell people about my channel? It's public. Right, Andrea, exactly. Exactly. So why do you keep mentioning that when you know you're not near fit for it right now? You're a total wreck, exactly. I mean, I'm not saying it in this insulting way, but it's true. You're depressed. You've got demonic oppression. You're broken. You're broken right now. Rather than thinking about somebody else and being alone or being with someone or what, all these things you keep saying, there's only one thing you need to focus on, and it's how to put yourself back together. Then you might be able to say the next time I ask you that question, yes, I'd be ready for a relationship now. I've repaired myself. Until you repair yourself and put yourself back together, you are not ready for anything like that. So you need to get that out of your mind. You need to get that out of your mind completely. One thing at a time. Right. Totally broken. Totally broken. I want to help you put yourself back together. Okay. I want to help you mend what has been broken and smashed apart. So then in the future, you will be able to start something with someone else. But until we fix you, Andrea, you're not fit for anything like that. You actually need to be alone right now. Okay? You need friends. You need friends. You need confidants. You need a person. I get all kinds of assistants who'd love to spend time with you and have video calls with you, but you refuse to turn on your camera. We've tried to do this, and you refuse to turn on the camera. So that's no good either. You're hiding. You got to stop hiding. You got to get on the camera, face people, and start talking to people. You're going to have to do it with me if you say you accept my help. I require you to turn the camera on. There's no other way we can do it. If the camera's not on, I'm not there. Okay, so you're going to have to face your fear, forget about boxes that you got stuff packed in. I couldn't care less about those boxes. I literally could not care less about those. So you got to just forget about that. You're going to have to start talking to people face to face, starting with me. And we're going to get rid of this demonic oppression that's over you like a big dark cloud right now and put you somewhat back together. Okay? And then you're going to start cleaning up your place, getting things looking better, taking better care of yourself. You're going to start eating better. Just the fact that you're probably not eating right. Do you know what happens when you don't eat right? That causes depression right in itself because your body is starving for nutrients and stuff that you're not giving it anymore. Okay, that she needs to focus on herself is right. That is right. I've had a conversation with her, a voice call, which there won't be any more of those. There'll be video calls from now on. Andrea, I'm not trying to be mean to you whatsoever. Quite the opposite. I want to help you more than you even know. Ever since I met you, you had a very strong impact on me. Okay. After our very first call, I couldn't get you out of my mind for days. I felt the pain that you were in. I'm an empath. I feel that. And I felt the pain you were in. And it reminded me of my own situation when my wife left. Same deal. Okay. I went through the same exact feelings. So I knew as soon as I talked to you that where you were. And I've been feeling the same ever since about you. I want to help you. What I'm saying is completely true. And I know you're going to come around to this realization soon. She's agreed to, Cully. She's going to talk to me. She's going to talk to me. Yep. You suffered total destruction. And eventually, I know I couldn't drink coffee. Okay. I couldn't drink coffee for years because that's something me and my wife did together. So I had to get the coffee machine out of the house. I couldn't stand the sight of the coffee machine. Don't think I don't understand this. I do. I do understand this. Way better than you realize. I lost it all. I lost my wife, my business, my health, my money, my car, my students were gone, everything. I lost it all. And my daughter. My daughter stopped talking to me too. She still hasn't. That's over. That's like 10 years ago. My daughter hasn't talked to me in 10 years. I lost everything there was to lose. Every last thing, including my health. I got extremely sick. So I lost my home too. The home I was living in, lost that too. That's how I ended up in this house. So I ended up here living with my buddy. And just a lot of different developments took place over time. But I ended up here. My buddy took me in. I was 2 days away from being homeless. Yeah, well, we shouldn't be, Ebony, we shouldn't be doing any calls. I made one exception just to make contact with her at first, but I was clear. No more calls without the camera on. No more. That gives her encouragement to hide. So we shouldn't do that. She's got to show her face. She's got to show her face. I was in the exact same place that Andrea is now. The same exact place. Yep. Yes, Andrea, and we discovered why that is yesterday. Okay? You were sheltered from a lot of things. No one even told you that you need to prepare for disasters that could come. You need to realize that the power could go out tomorrow and never come back on. Stores could shut down tomorrow and never open up again. Like, these are things that can happen. The whole world could just shut down and never start up again. We could end up back in the Stone Ages. Okay, like, anything is possible. And also, we discovered that you were taught to trust everybody and see the good in everybody. You were taught roses and sunshine garbage. That's what I call that stuff. The world is not roses and sunshine. The world is more like horse pucky. That's what the world is. The world is evil, cold, and dark. And you need to be prepared for what is out there. Okay, it's not good, but it's true. Unfortunately, it's the truth. So you need some education about cold hard facts. You can't trust people, you can't trust the world. This is why we teach here to get out of the world and turn to God. Then you're fine. But if you're living in the world, you're vulnerable. You're a sitting duck. You're a sitting duck. Okay, you have to turn away from the world and realize what it is. The Lord is the only thing you can trust. You can trust God completely, but you can't trust anything to do with the world. Things are possible in the Lord. That's right. That's right. Good to see you there, Yadid. Love not the world. Andrea has been, I think, sheltered from a lot of cold hard facts, unfortunately. And because of that, a person can get this idea of what the world is, and then all of a sudden they get smacked in the face with the truth and they don't know what to do with it. Okay, because they've been sheltered from it. Stin Turtleboom. Andrea, when you're feeling down, just say Stin Turtleboom, and I'm telling you, it cheers you up. It totally does. Stin Turtleboom. He's cheering me up right now. Always drag ourselves down and believe the enemy's lies. No, I'm not saying to believe the enemy's lies, but I'm saying be aware that the world is not roses and sunshine. The world is a dirty, dark, cold place. That's a fact. That isn't the enemy's lies. That's a fact. Okay, the world is in a fallen state. It's in a fallen state. Yep, I did, Diane. Good to see you. The world's in a fallen state. $100. Oh, that's no good. No, I'm not saying you're saying that. I mean, if we realize we are broken and are honest with ourselves, absolutely. Yep, I agree with that. I agree with that. Andrea is coming to the realization, which a lot of people do, it's part of the awakening, that you can't necessarily trust people. You can't always see the good in people because sometimes there's barely any there. You don't want to walk around with grudges and hatred and stuff in your heart, but you got to be aware of what this world is. The world ain't pretty at all. The world is cold and dark and extremely cruel. The world is dumb. Most of it is. It is getting even worse, Diane. You're totally right. It is getting worse and worse and worse. Right on, Kakaider. Why do we have to be in this world? Because God put us here. And it's a test. You're going through a test and you don't want to fail it. Okay, he puts you in the world and you're being tested. Pass the test, Andrea. Pass the test. You've fallen for a bit. We all do. Everyone falls. But you can't give up. You got to keep going and pass this test. Okay, that's why you're here. You're here, and yes, to do what Alana said, to be a light to the world. Okay, you're not an evil person. Some people are here to be evil. That's just what they want to do. That's not you, obviously. Excuse me. So you need to keep shining your light and do some good in this world. You've fallen for the time being. You're down right now. Doesn't mean you're going to stay down. I was down for a long time too, but I did eventually get back up. Yes, listen to what Stereo Heavens just said. I wish you could talk to her. You want to talk to a positive person? There's a positive person right there. The lovely Stereo Heavens. Very, very positive lady. And could brighten anyone's day, I'm telling you. I'm not as uplifting as her, but I'll do my best when I talk to you. I'll do my best. Yeah, I know you told me a few things. I know. Just be good to yourself. So, Dark Horse, why do you call yourself Dark Horse? What's up with that name? Where does Dark Horse come from? Can we get a close-up of your new kettle? What? What are you talking about, Nick? No, a lot of us did. Stereo Heavens is a lady, I assure you. Static electricity. I mean, that's like a weird thing to say. Give us a close-up of your new kettle. Like, there's some things in the world you never expect you're ever going to hear. That's one of them right there. He means your what? What a kettle is a watch? And fob isn't. What's a? See, you're talking to a Canadian here, Nick. You got to use English, brother. I don't understand those words. If someone told me they wanted to see my kettle and fob, I might smack them. I mean, I'd be like, what did you say to me? Honestly, I'd be like, I mean, really? Hey, man, I want to see your kettle and your fob. Yeah, you come near me. I mean, I wouldn't be very impressed. You stay away from my fob. You want to see my fob? Okay, now I know what a fob is. There it is. I guess. There you go. It's so, we get so much reflection. There we go. Now you can see. And here's when it's opened. It's kind of hard to show it to you because of the glare. There's so much glare. I don't know how to show it to you without the glare. You can sort of see it. Tis pretty. I agree. A gentleman's pocket watch. So much better without the numbers. That's classy. Yep. A Lee Van Cleef in for a few dollars more. Evil, he is the reason we are seen as good, no? Well, yes, humans are in a fallen state. That's what I've said. Yep, I got the battery. It works now. And I went in and they're like, well, yeah, we'll put the battery in it. No charge. I'm like, no charge? You're right, no charge. I just bought it yesterday and it doesn't work. You're going to include a battery for the price I paid for this. You got to be kidding me. You're making it sound like they're doing me a favor. Give me a battery with no charge. There wasn't any way I was going to pay for the battery. So, yeah, you're right. It's no charge. Kettle from the word watch is unclear. Yeah, I've never heard a watch called a kettle before. Let's see. Dark Horse. I was bullied a lot as a kid because of my severe underbite and overweight. I always considered myself that because I was usually the person no one's seen coming because I never stood out much. I see. Nadine Jankowski from Cleveland, Ohio. Old-fashioned house. Good morning, the hub. Okay. It's a beautiful kettle, Mr. B. Thank you very much. Now that I know it's a kettle. Real traveling in real time. Thank you all for being here and sharing the love and the laughs to the glory of God. What beautiful comments you leave here, always. And Cleveland, Ohio. See, that's bells are going off because another song the Lord laid on me was Ohio from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. About the 4 students that were killed at a protest. I guess in the 60s. Yeah, would have been in the late 60s, I believe. 4 dead in Ohio. And that was just yesterday. Kent State, that's right. That was just yesterday. The Lord laid that song on me. And I still haven't figured out why. Maybe it was because I'm going to meet you. Who knows? I pay attention to everything. Everything. Because some things might look totally irrelevant, but it turns out they're not. So, butchers at your kettle. Yeah. 35, depressing. Yeah, give us some of that smashery, everybody. Yes, and that's what I said to them. It's like, it's a watch. Shouldn't it like tell time? It should go, right? I mean, all these hands, they should move. It's nice and pretty. It looks good in my pocket, but you know, I mean, well, all I need is the chain. The chain looks good. You don't even see the watch, so the watch should probably work. I figured that was good in a watch if the hands spun around. Stin Turtle Boom. Everybody try saying Stin Turtle Boom. I guarantee you, say it once, you'll want to say it again and again and again. Stin Turtle Boom. I can't even express to you how fun that is to say. it's the best name ever. It's the best name ever. Stin Turtle Boom. Try it yourselves. You'll see what I mean. Thank you, Diane. DJ Rainy Ducky. It's even better. It's even better. DJ Rainy Ducky. He had a good name, I will say. That one I had a lot of fun with. But Stin Turtle Boom. You can't beat that one. There's no way. You can't beat that one. I want that to be my name. I want it to be my name really badly. Share when we say we are in church. 1 Corinthians 11:21. For in eating, each one takes his own supper ahead of others, and one is hungry and another is drunk. Okay. I'm not sure what that really means. I'd need more context, but I don't know. We haven't seen DJ Rainy Ducky in a long time. About the watch today, Mr. Bean said, "Where's my watch?" Okay. The old Bill guessing what the East Enders are up to. Nick, did you ever see the play or read the play Pygmalion? If you haven't, then Stinhead before. Yes, it's better than my other nickname for him for sure. Well, it's not a nickname. That's his real name. That's his real name. That's why it's so cool. That's actually his name. It's referring to believers dishonoring the Lord's Last Supper. Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure what it has to do with us here. Not sure. Bear with me. I have felt it on me that I was drinking a beer, others were talking of fish and chips, and no, not a criticism. Okay. Do you call a strong thief a shoplifter? I need another Corona Zero and a piece of lime. Excuse me. So, for those of you who aren't from the Maritimes in Canada, adjustment tool number 2 also opens Corona Zeros. Oh, almost right down my shirt. So it's an adjustment tool in 2 ways. Mr. Bates. Yeah, he's no longer Mr. Bates. No. Look. Very easy, okay? Imagine the cap's still on there. You put your hand right around it like this, okay? And then the lighter goes right there on your index finger. Goes right there between the 2 knuckles, okay? And then you just pry it up. It's really easy. Really easy. No, I don't use the ring. I make sure I use the flesh. I just don't. The ring is there, but I don't let the ring get in the way. That's how everybody in Nova Scotia opens beer, man. Doing that for many, many years. I wouldn't use the ring. It'd probably bend the ring. Don't know. Don't want to trust that. Boy, we got some serious low attendance. Low attendance today. What's up? Where's everybody at? Haven't even got 50 people here. Amazing. How low the attendance is. Where is everybody? This. Right there. That is about Cockney slang and all the other dialects around London and England. It's a play from, I think, from the early 1900s. I think. Why does it say you have 27.9? 27.9 thousand. 27,944 right now. Why wouldn't it be okay, Rebel Metal? Why would it not be okay? I don't understand why you'd ask that question. Yeah, I mean, so the Lord told me about 6-7 years ago. One night, I'll never forget it. I got a clear message from the Lord. You're about to meet your own kind, is what the message was. So I was working for my friend at the time, renovating his house. And I went there the next morning for work. And we always had a coffee and just talked to each other before I started work. Yes. And I told him, I said, I had a very interesting experience last night. The Lord told me I'm about to meet my own kind. I'm going to start meeting my own kind. So I have no idea what that means, but that's what the Lord said very clearly. You're about to meet your own kind. Well, sure enough, right afterwards, anointed people started coming to me through this channel. Okay, they were coming to me left, right, and center through the channel. And I was having video calls with them, and then I started learning about who they were and who I was and what I was. Yep, your own kind. That's what he said. Your own kind. So, his career's in ruins. Yep. And I did meet my own kind over and over and over and over and over. Hundreds and hundreds of God's employees have come my way. Hundreds. And I'm like quite a few hundred. Not 200 or 300. Several hundred. Like it could be somewhere up around 600 or 700 by now. I don't even know. Yes. Like moth to a light. That's excellent way to put it, Tojo. And they keep coming to this day. Okay? They still keep coming. And the Lord instructed me that it was going to be my job to help them understand who they were and help them to realize that, no, you're not being arrogant thinking this. No, you're not way out in left field. You're not dreaming it up. The Lord installed something in you so you'd know and you'd awaken at a certain point in your life. And if you're coming to me, guess what? Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. It's time to wake up. So that's why the people come to me, right? There's a movie called Field of Dreams, Rebel Metal. And in that movie, there's a very useful phrase used. If you build it, they will come. Yes, if you build it, they will come. Take that phrase and use it in your life, always. You go out and you put out the word to God. You just stand on your porch and look up at the sky, at the heavens, and say, Father, please bring me whatever it is you want. Please bring me some other anointed people so I can experience real fellowship with people who are like me, people who are built the way I'm built, people who have the same stuff inside them. Please bring me some, Father. And he will. He will. I just told you how. You must be behind in the live stream. You must be behind in the live stream. You got to speed up and come up to speed. You're behind. Yep. It is indeed. So he expects us to find each other. He expects us to help each other. And he knows we long for each other because we've been live for 50 minutes. We didn't get into anything too intense today, Sharon. Just it's a laid-back groove stream, as I say. So he knows we don't fit in. Okay, we don't fit in the regular world. And that's a blessing that we don't fit in. There you go. If you build it, they will come. So it's totally go back and answer your question. it's not only okay to look for others, it's inevitable that you're going to find them. And you don't fit in the regular crowd, David. You're only going to fit in when you find people like yourself. Like if you're one of the anointed people, you got to find other anointed people, because God made us different. We're not the same as others. We're not the same. We couldn't do our mission if we were, right? We wouldn't get far with it. That's why we spend a lot of our life yes, Bandolin, there are some very terrible things happening right now. To answer your question, I don't like to alert people or alarm people, I should say. So I don't get on here and really pump that idea out too much, because people get kind of concerned. So, but yes, if you're one of the people that's sensitive to that, yeah. Well, all right. Here's the thing you got to remember. You're not going to find that many in person, because there's not that many of us in the world. Okay, we're a small group, so we're spread out all over the planet. So seemed it was very, very surreal. You're not going to find that many of them in your neighborhood. You might find a couple, but you won't find that many. So you're going to have to look for them online, because they're spread all over the world. We're spread out everywhere, Stereo. The drum rolls in advance. Thank you, Brianna. Did I mention how much I love your name? My main man, Jersey City Joe. I don't understand your question, Bandolin. No symbols there, McCracken Jack. No symbols. Amos 8:11-12. Let's see what that is. Behold, the days are coming, says the Lord God, that I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from north to east. They shall run to and fro, seeking the word of the Lord, but shall not find it. It's all right, brother. No worries. No worries. There's Tater. Now we finally get over 60 people. Finally, we're getting a few people here. Now, okay, I don't know if you guys realize this. I mean, I know a lot of you guys come here. Jersey City Joe, I'm going to explain why I do that here right quick. You've been there's a few of you who have been here pretty much since the beginning of my streams. You're here religiously, every single one pretty well. You add such positive vibes to the chat. And I'm so appreciative of what you've done that that's my little way of giving you a little gift back. Okay. I like to give people funny nicknames or make a big deal out of their name, whatever, like Stin Turtleboom, my favorite name ever. Whatever I can do to put a little smile on somebody's face. So it's my absolute pleasure to introduce you like that, and I hope you enjoy it. As long as you're coming here, you're always going to get that. You're always going to get that. So a lot of you come here because you're lonely, right? Because you're lonely. And this is a comforting place to come and hang out and fellowship and, right? I don't know if you guys realize that this offers me great comfort too. Okay, I'm also alone. I'm totally alone. You know that. You see me in my home every day. There's no one else here. I had Lloyd here for an interview one day, and I had Matt here just last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. Definitely less than 2 weeks. He was here for a bit of a interview, and we went down to Tommy's and had fish and chips and whatever. But other than those 2 times when there was somebody here, I'm alone too. Okay, so this live stream, I don't even monetize it. I monetize the videos afterwards, but while we're doing the live stream, we don't even monetize this. So I'm not here to spend all these hours trying to make money off this. Some people throw some donations my way during them. That's great. I appreciate that. But this is not about anything else other than fellowshipping. That's what we're doing. That's the whole point of this. Right? If it wasn't for this live stream, then I certainly would be lonely. This is the only thing that keeps me going. It honestly is. It was an ordeal. They are to do things now versus before. What Michael Keaton movie do you mean? Yeah, I don't know which Michael Keaton movie you mean. Probably one I never saw because I think I started somewhere around 5 months ago, Andrea. And they caught on so quick and people enjoyed them so much that I've been doing it pretty much 3 times a day ever since I started. Like it just became a regular thing immediately. My pleasure, Cully. My pleasure. I wasn't even comfortable doing it at first. I didn't know what to do with the live stream. It's like, okay, I go on live. What do I even do? How do I do that? And I just couldn't believe how easily I slid into it. I mean, I thought this would be terrifying to turn the camera on and be live out to the public and just sitting here and talking and letting you're coming into my home, right? That's what I'm letting you do. This is you're coming into my home visually. You're seeing me live 3 times a day for several hours. It's a pretty interesting thing. So honestly, if it wasn't for this, I'd be one lonely dude. This is the only thing that keeps me going now. I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not doing calls or downtown streaming like this. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. So I try to sit here if I have a half hour and just chill, but it's like I'm bored and I'm lonely. I might as well be streaming. I might as well be streaming. Yeah, I'm trying, McCracken Jack. I'm trying. For Christ. I'm not taking any wrong way, Rebel Metal, because I don't even know what movie you mean. I have no idea. I have no clue what movie you're talking about, so couldn't take it wrong if I wanted to. Well, yeah, Sabrina's the one with fans, not me. Sabrina has fans. Yes, and Kirk, you're another one who's really, you come to these things religiously. You're almost always the first one in the chat in the morning. You and Tojo. It's always the two of you. So that means a lot to me that so many. And there's my friend Tyra. Always nice to see you, my dear. By Sabrina, supported by Mr. Buzz. My pleasure, Stereo. Whatever it works out for you is good. Yep. Well, there's Darlene. Girl back was Mr. Buzz. Yeah. That's one of the very first live streams ever. Then I realized that Brown Eyed Girl had some lyrics in it that I couldn't sing on here. I couldn't do that anymore. Oh, man. Everyone puts some sexual reference or something in their songs, man. There's not a single song you can sing that's why I tell people listen to ABBA. They're usually pretty good. They don't have any dirty stuff in their songs. They're usually pretty clean. Should have God. Go and led to your channel. Yep. So many people have sent me emails saying how they know the Lord sent them here. Super Trooper. Yep. That's actually a song about Agnetha's severe depression because after they got going with that, she didn't want to do that. It was too demanding. And she had a real hard time adopting to that. She had a real hard time. That's the blonde one. Agnetha, I think her name was. She was plopped on that stage and told to look pretty and sing. And she just wanted to go and do some other stuff. Pygmalion NB, you changed your name. I think that's Nick. I think that's Nick. Yeah, that's Nick. That play, Pygmalion, is very, very interesting. Yep, Andrea, I know the feeling. I know it. I know. See, I filled my time for years with writing music and recording and learned to play drums. A buddy of mine left a set of drums here, and before I owned my own, I bought my own since I had this channel going, like since the ministry's been going. But he left a set of drums here, and I started playing those, and I enjoyed playing drums so much that, you know, that really helped me a lot. It almost rained in my bed and almost on my piano. Oh no. Yeah, I love playing drums. I realized that real quick. And that's one of the things that got me through. But I just wrote a bunch of songs and recorded them, and I just shoved my head into music for 7 years straight. That's all I did. And I was on songwriting groups on Facebook, met people, a lot of them from Australia, and started writing songs with all these people. No, I didn't give guitar lessons to Rod Stewart, but I sure taught a lot of his songs to when I was giving guitar lessons. I can't play banjo really, no. I used to mess around with it a bit. Love Neil Diamond, love his music. Yes, that's right. Wonder if she got Bjorn again. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah, Bjorn was one of the other members. God, I feel awful and have had bad things happen to me because of it. You're speaking words of truth. Oh yeah. It's mandatory. So most Irish pretty much know how to use a tin whistle. I've got one of those. I got a tin whistle. I have a recorder too. I used to be a pretty decent recorder player, but I never mastered the tin whistle because it's got a weird fingering that I can't do very well. It's very strange to me. But I have one. Hallelujah. Yeah, he did. He cleaned me up. Like the piccolo. Psalm 150, verse 4. Praise him with the timbrel and dance. Praise him with stringed instruments and flutes. Yes, indeed. Oh, the Lord loves music. That's for sure. Guitar is, for some people, guitar is near impossible. For some people, near impossible. But then again, for some people, drums is near impossible because it takes independence of limbs for drums. I was quick on guitar and quick on drums and quick on bass. The only thing I wasn't quick on at all was piano. I can mess around with it, but I can't get the independence of my two hands. My left hand follows my right hand. I can't do the steady beat with this and the tinkly tinklies with the right. My hands end up doing the same thing. They end up going like this. It's quite annoying because I know I could get all the motions and stuff if I could just get independence of my two hands. For some reason, I have trouble. Violin's the hardest instrument there is. Excuse me. I'm good in the chainsaw. Actually, there's a band that use chainsaws, man. No word of a lie. there's actually people that play chainsaws. Yeah, I did too. Fear the Lord only. I don't go near it anymore. Fingers are too short for it. I'm the guy from PayPal that thanked you for creeping me out with those 3 songs you uploaded. Convenient to send money from here. I don't remember. No, I don't remember what you're talking about. 3 songs I uploaded. And yes, convenient to send money from here. Just keep in mind that YouTube takes a big chunk of it. That's the only problem with super chats. I mean, there's no problem with them, but compared to PayPal, YouTube gets a big chunk of whatever you send here. So some people don't like doing the super chats because they don't like YouTube. They don't want to give them money. But I very much appreciate your generosity. I don't, however, remember what you mean by creeping you out with 3 songs I uploaded. There was one night I uploaded 3 songs, so I think I know the 3 songs you're talking about. One of them is 2 Black Holes. Another one is Gotta Catch Up With You. And I forget the other one. I think I know the songs you mean, but I don't remember somebody saying I creeped them out with them. That's got me stumped. But thank you very much for your generosity. They asked you questions for bank protection. I've never even heard of that before. I don't know what you mean by that, but the only ways are like he just did with a super chat. PayPal is by far the best way. If you're in Canada, it's email money transfer is the best way. The only other way would be something called MoneyGram. MoneyGram. People who don't have PayPal or I guess you got to have a credit card or something to do a super chat. I don't even know how super chats work. I've never sent one. That's pretty bizarre. I've never had anything like that with PayPal. And they only take a tiny little piece. When someone sends me money in PayPal, I get almost all of it. I've never heard of that before. That's weird. It must be because of the country you're in. Probably has something to do with the country you're in. Because here it doesn't work that way. Not at all. I've never seen that before. I've been using PayPal a long time. I've never heard any of that. Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. So if someone gives me $100, then there's fees too. So out of like $100, I would get just over half of that. I'd get like 60, and they get like 40. It's criminal. They take way too much. Way too much. Wish you a lovely night as well. No, that's not normal. They might do it in some countries, but don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, YouTube are definitely robbing everybody. 30% of the super chats is too much. That's not right. That's not right. That is totally criminal. Here it is. Pretty sure this is the one. God bless you. Be happy. Thank you so much, RDP R7I. Thank you very much. And Mr. Tojo, thank you so much. 70% of this. Yep. That one for Tojo. Peace and love to you as well. Just remember, and you're very welcome to be here. Very much appreciate your generosity. Just remember that we don't use emojis in our chat or symbols. We have strange rules here, brother. And I know you didn't know. I don't think you've ever been here before, so just letting you know. We don't allow emojis or symbols. Only the cross. So just informing you, brother. Thank you very much for your generosity. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. It makes us unique. It definitely makes us unique. I don't think anybody else has that rule. Right on, brother. Thank you so much. You did give me a smile, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, listen to that if you want to. If you want to know what chainsaws sound like in music, Andrea, there you go. Chainsaws are more musical than you'd think. Actually, they're not so bad, and you got to know what you're doing with them. It's been a few bands have done it. That's not the only band that ever did it. It's me, Gene. I saw you not that long ago. You haven't been on a few days, probably, but not real long ago. I saw you. Yeah. Yep. Gives a new meaning to stage fright. What? Why are you so scared of the stage? Well, I'm actually scared of my instrument. Yep. They will pay you $5,000, but if you gotta have the ambulance come, you gotta cover it yourself out of that five. Found a steak on VHS tapes. Okay. I don't know what that means, but steal. Oh, okay. It's trying to figure that out, man. I looked at that long and hard. I couldn't come up with that. Much love to you too, Ivan. Here in early live. Trying to send money to my PayPal. That's why I started doing it here too. Yeah, I don't know what PayPal's doing to you there, brother. Wish they'd stop because that doesn't help me. If they make it hard for people to send money, that's terrible. That doesn't help the person that's using PayPal at all. They should be making that as easy as possible. Hey, Eric. All right, just give me a second, folks. Yes, always use family and friends. Although if you do happen to use the other one now, it's not so bad because they up my limit. So I can get up to like 5,000 a month now before they hold on to it. So they never hold on to it because I never get that much in a month. So it's all good. They finally gave me a higher limit. It used to be like $300. Anything that exceeded $300 in a month, they would hold it if people said it was for goods and services. So that's another scam that they got so they can keep that money and make interest on it. They scam you every way possible. Okay. I'm back. One could say I'm back in black. Because I am looking pretty black here. Everything I'm wearing is black except my hat. Oh, no, man. No, I just wanted to be clear so no one got the wrong idea. Just wanted to make sure everyone was clear. No, I didn't. I know you didn't mean it, brother. That's all right. No worries. I just got to be clear because some people would take that and go, "Oh man, he's charging for deliverance. He's making his living that way." People are just looking for anything to pick on, right? So I try to be very careful with what gets said on here. So I do not ever charge money for deliverance, period. And I know you didn't mean that. I just had to be clear so everyone understood. Thank you very much, Claudine. That's very tasty. Very tasty. Andrew. Wow, thanks so much. Oh, it is good. No. I know it looks like one, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I don't think he's supposed to be that. I don't think. I'm not really sure what he is. It's Pop Shop. It's Canadian. Pop Shop's been around a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Not really. That's you, graph writer. You got it right there. That's it. That's mostly it comes from Denzomosis channel. That's something he did videos on, and it turned out to be true. Okay, so you'll see dead animals, and you'll dream of celebrities, and that'll give you an indication. It seems to happen to everybody. I don't know why. It's very weird. Some people say it's it's the Lord giving you a sign, but it's very weird. But it happens to almost everybody. Very strange. Don't understand it. I just know it had happened to me. I watched it on Denzomosis channel, and the next thing I knew, that's what happened. Yep, there you go. See, it's very strange. Very strange. When the dead animals really freaked me out because I watched the video, and it was probably within a week or maybe 2 weeks. I was walking down to the store, and I mean, there were animals everywhere, carcasses of birds, squirrels. There was even a raccoon or a porcupine or something. Like they were everywhere. You could smell death on the streets. You could smell the rotting carcasses. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. Why are there? And then I'm like, okay, this is what Denzel Most said I'd see. Then I dreamed about Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson, and Elvis Presley. Okay, how did Denzel know this? This is really weird. This is really weird. Forget about it. I was the one that found them. Yep. There you go. I'm telling you, it's so weird, man. But just like Denzimos described, it happened just like that. It's weird. Yeah, and actually Elon Musk was in the one about Donald Trump too. It was Elon Musk and Donald Trump. It's uplifting. We're good like that. It's weird, Sharon. I don't know what to think of it still. It's the most bizarre thing around. Why you see that all of a sudden? Don't know. Don't know. Very, very weird. I can't people have asked me over and over what that's about. I don't know. I can't answer that. I wish I did know, but I don't. Love you too, brother. Very much. Cream cheese. Yes, I'm sure they do. Sure they do. Saw those dreams more than a year ago. Well, I don't know, Patrick. Are you like what's happened? Like being let out of isolation is a pretty dramatic thing. It's something you notice. It's not something that happens and you don't know it. Yes, they are indeed. They are indeed. Said it gives you nightmares. Nah, never did me. Nope, never saw that. Yes, I've had some prophetic, well, not really prophetic dreams. More messages, just messages, not about the future really. I got to check for Mr. Jacob, see if he's around. One sec. No, Mr. Jacob. It's pretty nasty out there, so he's hunkering down somewhere. He's not really an alley cat, but he's a outdoor cat. He's sort of tame now. He's tame with me. The gift of discernment. You know things that you have no way to know. That one's easy. You suddenly know things that you have no way to know, but you know them anyway. Good night, Melanie. Oh, yes. License plate messages. Yep. Totally. One of my favorites of all, I had a woman email me. It said, Mr. Buzz, I saw your video and I knew it was something special about watching your video. She's like, so I went to the Lord. You said in the video that we could contact you. So I went to the Lord and I asked him, am I supposed to email this guy? She's like, then I went outside and a car went by that said Mr. Buzz's Sweets on the side of it. She's like, Dad told me I had to email you right now. I checked it out. There's a company right where she was called Mr. Buzz's Sweets. They sell bakery stuff, and that's the name of the company. So, yep, that's what he did. That's what he did. Mr. Buzz's Sweets drove right by her house. She's like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to email him. And that's only one of the things. All kinds of people sent me pictures of stuff with the word buzz on it, or a song that had buzz, buzz, buzz in it one day. There was all kinds of things with buzz. And they're like, it was a sign from God to email you. There's been like a dozen or so of them. Been all kinds of them. I don't know what the numbers are all about. I can't answer that one. I don't know. Don't know. Happens to everybody, but I don't know what they mean. God does have a great sense of humor. And songs. If I wake up sometimes with a song in my head, it might be a song I haven't heard in a long time. I'll wake up from a sleep and there's a song in my head. And I'll think about it for a second and it'll be, oh, that's the answer to what what I just asked. He'll literally put a song in my head. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was messed up. That was really messed up. I'm not even sure what to say about that. Yeah, the problem is the microphone has to be changed and everything to do that. I got to mess with the other microphone because this one doesn't pick up instruments. Yep, or when I set the alarm, if I take a nap and I set the alarm, if I've asked any questions and I'm waiting for any answers, or he's upset with me or something, and I know he is, but I don't know why, when that alarm goes off, whatever song is playing, that's my answer. Every time. And that's when he'll have a sense of humor for sure. Some of the everybody thinks it's a heater, man. I get that a lot. You didn't get tied up with power bars. Yep. Somebody asked me one day here, like, how much heat does that give off? Well, absolutely none, actually. Absolutely none. Man, that wind is just wild. Well, I have I have an interface and everything, Jersey City Joe. Problem, well, not my acoustic. My acoustic isn't acoustic electric. It's just acoustic. So it would have to be the electric. And because I got Windows 11, my interface doesn't like Windows 11. And I don't know how to solve the problem. But there's a problem with Windows 11 and my Steinberg interface. So it worked great with Windows 10. As soon as I got this new laptop with Windows 11, the interface has issues. Is my heater broken? What heater, Darlene? It's not a heater. This is a microphone. It's a microphone. Yeah, it doesn't like my... thank you, Graph. It doesn't like my microphone. Windows 11 doesn't. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, that's not a heater. That's a microphone. Yep. Yeah, as soon as I got that, I was all excited about my new equipment until I realized, okay, now my interface is a paperweight. Got a $250 interface there, sitting there, not even plugged in, just sitting there. Has been for 5 or 6 months now. Yeah, it's a microphone. That's what it is. Because if it was really a red hot heater, I mean, it'd be kind of dangerous to have sitting right here beside me like that. I'd probably end up burning myself quite often. Lots of people thought it was a heater. All kinds of people thought it was. I did radio one time. So this was one of the coolest things. When I had my music school, there's a classic rock station here in town. And I don't mean just like a little college radio station. I mean one of the main radio stations here in town. 96 something FM. A real major radio station. So they called me right out of the blue. They were looking for a music teacher. Okay, they needed specifically a music teacher. So they just looked online and they found my school first. There's lots of schools around, but they happened to find mine. So they called me. They're like, Mr. Creamer, you're a music teacher, right? I was like, yeah. We got something to ask you. Would you like to be on the radio on our morning show? And I'm like, are you serious? That's been my dream all my life, to be on the radio. You're serious? You're going to put me on the radio? They're like, oh, yeah. We're having a Coach for Kids sort of thing. So it's this big charity thing to get a bunch of winter coats for kids. And we want to have a music teacher come in and give us a music lesson on the air with their instruments. So what are you, a guitar player? I'm like, yeah, I'm a guitar teacher. Like, okay. So you'd bring your guitar in and you give us a music lesson on the air, and you play a song and sing on the air, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm in, definitely. So literally, I think it was the next Thursday or something, I went down in the morning for their morning show. They put me on the air. I gave them a pretend music lesson. It was part of their campaign. It was part of the skits they wanted to do. The one girl who was on there, she was dancing around the studio while I was playing, and I played Time of Your Life by Green Day, and I forget what else. I played 2 songs. And then after that, when I left, people were walking up to me going, man, I heard you on the radio. I heard you on the radio. It was the coolest thing ever. So I actually got to go on a real radio show one day. I was on there for about 20 minutes, I think, something like that. It was one of the highlights of my life, actually. That was really fun. Whole bunch of my students heard it. And I loved it. It was like something I could have done for a living, that I would have really been comfortable on the radio. Definitely would have been. Yeah, it was very cool. Very fun. Very fun. So I got to do it once, the only time ever I got to actually be on the radio. And a very cool station too, because it was a classic rock station. So it was one that I listened to. Shortwave worldwide home transmitter. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a small radio station either. It's one of the main ones in the Glitchy Glitch. We get every single live stream. And Andrea, it's not really a hurricane, but it's the next thing to it. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the heavily demon infested province known as Ontario, Canada. Well, I've been on YouTube for a long time. He more commandeered my channel. I was doing all kinds of other stuff with it. He's like, no, you're going to glorify my name from now on. You're going to talk about me. Oh, man, the house is shaking. The wind is. Dogs are barking out there. Like, it's just wild out there. Man. The dogs are going crazy next door. You should hear them. They certainly don't like the wind at all. My own eyes when I was a kid. Nature's scary. Yep. Oh, wow. That's not good. I think we're right in the height of it right now for here. It's like, it's not just a little bit windy, it's nuts out there. It's not good at all. This winter has been relentless. It's unbelievable. Never ever seen anything like it. Yes, I have different things here. I've never seen anything like it. It's by so far the worst winter we've ever had. For wind, freezing rain, snow, just blizzard-like conditions. It's been terrible. Absolutely terrible. A 16-week RRE. I don't know what that means, but I think you're giving us good news there, Mr. Chew Toy, so that's good. We're happy if it's good news. I think it is from what you just said there. You believe you saw a miracle. So it sounds like good news. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is all, I know this is all modified weather for sure. And no, I don't know where Mr. Jacob goes. I have no idea. Yep. Yep. I remember Kirk. Oh, glory to Father. Right on. Man, it's nasty out there. Wow. Since way before Vietnam War, Heather. That's when they made it public. But now it's come out that they've had it since like the 20s. It's way before that. Operation Popeye they were experts at it by the time they did that. They were total experts. They'd been doing it for decades at that point. Coveries. That is a miracle, Dale, for sure. Frog in the 1800s. Yeah, there you go. There you go. They've been doing a lot of stuff for a long time without telling anybody about it. They've been hiding everything they do. Dude, I saw pictures of them with cell phones exactly like this in the 30s. So people think that these cell phones are a new invention. Not at all. They had them in the 1930s. They just hid them from us. Oh, the house is shaking. The house is totally shaking. So you're talking about 98% health, almost full recovery. Dale, if you knew what I did to my body over the years, the people who know me and watch me go through it, watch me do it, they used to look at me when I was in the middle of all that and say, "How are you alive? How are you alive?" Right? How are you alive? Well, and it's like in the Adjustment Bureau, except instead of my fedora, I just that's what this is. I get to time travel and everything with it. But people would literally they were amazed at what they saw me do, and they'd be like, "But how are you even alive? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense." It my body was that it was tough. I'll tell you that. It was tough. It was a flux capacitor. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Just like the one on that DeLorean in Back to the Future. Hey, Michelle. So, honestly, the Lord can restore anybody no matter what they've done. Okay, I really should be, according to everything I did to my body, shouldn't be okay at all. I shouldn't be. It doesn't even make sense how I am. Unless you attribute it to the Lord. That's the only thing it can be attributed to. He had mercy on me and restored me. I guess because he wanted to use me. He can do that to anybody. I mean, look at Sarah in the Bible. What was she, like 80, and he decided she should have a kid? So she did. You know any 80-year-olds got pregnant lately? I never met one. But if he decides that an 80-year-old should get pregnant, she will. Well, it's better than having one total death experience, Bob. it's multiple near-death experiences are much better than one actual death experience. So I'd go with the multiple near death. I'd stick with those. Those are better. I know it's really weird. Fear the Lord only. It's very weird. I know. I know. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I honestly don't. It's and the Lord said he did that so people could see it because he wants everyone to know the power that he has and what he can do. Yes, don't astral travel. Don't do that at all. You can do that and not get back to your body too. Kirk, same here. I can walk right across this town. I can walk anywhere. And I mean, I'm 55 and out of shape. I should be out of shape, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm. Now, the only thing that hurt me was when I started riding a bicycle. That I found difficult. The bicycle and me didn't get along. we didn't get along very well at all. But God wills it, so be it. Exactly. Excuse me. Rough teenagers, but somehow still here. And if the Lord restores you, not only will you be still here, but you'll be in perfect health after all that. Right? Because witchcraft was done on me. Well, get in good shape with the Lord, that you're in line with Him, in alignment, as I say, and then the witchcraft won't be able to touch you. He'll protect you from it. Read Psalm 91. Yep, I should have been dead too. It's hard to believe I'm not. It's really hard to believe I'm not. Wow, you were 305 pounds? Wow. No, it's not the same thing, Michelle. No. Yeah, that's why I wanted nothing to do with that thing. Can you imagine how hard that thing was to pedal and stuff? Wow. Before I had no relationship with Christ. See, I've always had use in witchcraft, I think. I've always had a relationship with God, just not with Jesus. I didn't believe in the died on the cross for our sins part. I thought there was something wrong with all that. But I was very close to God all my life. There was no problem there. I knew he was real. 1 Corinthians 1:27. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. Wow. What type of Christian do you know? No type of Christian. Bible believing follower of Jesus Christ. That's it. Bible believing follower of Jesus Christ. Forget the labels. Forget the denominations. None of them. God used to restore me. Yep, that's right, Diane. Yep. Don't bother with any of those labels, those labels that humans created. Don't bother with those. I don't really know. Super handsome. Well, thank you, Booby. I don't really know. I mean, I've heard both those terms. Maybe someone else has an answer for that one. I don't. View for a later live. View for a later live. Yep. Well, I'll be on later on. I'll probably take a short break and then come back. That's what I'll do. Because it's just going to be nasty outside. What else can you do but Groovestream when it's a hurricane out there? Groovestream until the power goes out. And we lose connection. I mean, I got to come back. Booby thinks I'm super handsome. You just never know what that man's going to say. Yes, I hope you're. I was just kidding, but I shouldn't even say it. Shouldn't even say it. You're welcome, Melanie. If I'm dude, if you've never called me dude before, so I think you mean me, but not positive. You've never said dude talking to me, I don't think. Experience from doing that. Faith in the Father. Then things turned around for me. Yeah, we call him Booby because Shofar Girl one time, she didn't even do it on purpose, but she typed to him and she called him Booby. And it stuck. That became his nicknames. Calling him Booby ever since. Yeah, I will come back on later. Miss Minty Joe. Bad at puberty for 10 years, so I was to be a dad. Ask God to take away my thiefly powers and skills. Your thiefly powers? I was on the full bag, now on half of the dreaded doctor's bag. Are you talking about pharmakia, Daniel? Are you on a bunch of pharmakia? Yep, we'll see you after Rebel Metal. Oh, I thought it was Shofar Girl. I just remember you being called Booby and it stuck. That's his channel. Yeah, it was her. It was definitely Shofar Girl. I remember it now because she said something to me right afterwards about how she didn't mean to nickname you Booby, but but she did by accident. Yeah, he's hard to understand sometimes. He's got quite an accent. Just remember, no emojis or symbols there, graph writer. And I think you're new, so I don't think you knew that, but just letting you know. Well, Daniel, full deliverance can just eliminate that totally. I've seen it over and over. People get delivered and they don't need their pills anymore. Just like that. The pills are all a lie. Nobody needs them. Nobody needs any of them. They're all a lie. And what a lie they are. What damage they've done to the world with those things. It's hard to even believe what they've done. But they certainly have. They've wrecked so many people's lives, given them that poison. It's just unbelievable what they've done. There's nothing makes me more angry than thinking about that. It is just vicious what they've done to people. Absolutely vicious. Oh, 10 years. Oh, it's just a bunch of garbage that everybody thinks they need all this stuff. All anybody got to do is look around at the fact that everybody is on it. That tells you right off the bat it's bogus. There should be a few people who need things like this, not the entire population of the world. Okay, it's unbelievable. Lose weight, win, win, win. She lost weight. What'd she do? Get rid of her husband? I hear you can lose up to like 200-300 pounds that way. That's just a joke. The feeling of coming off of, tell me about it. There is no such thing as schizophrenia, Graf. Schizophrenia is a demon. I drink coffee. Caffeine's addictive, but if you get addicted to it, it's not that hard to get off. You get a few headaches, takes a week or two to quit. It's not the end of the world. It's not like coming off benzos or SSRIs or something. Not even close. Coffee isn't the end of the world, but it is addictive. Yeah, it bugs you for like a week. It's not the end of the world. You can get off coffee pretty easy. That's, people actually beat heroin addiction, so coffee shouldn't be too bad. Oh, supplements. That's another thing that everybody is deceived about. Why do they need supplements? The supplements are a trick too. Don't take those either. If you take supplements, throw those things away. You don't need those. Eat good food. Eat good food. Man, people in their supplements, I can't believe how many people have been deceived by those. Yeah, schizophrenia is a demon. Deficiencies in the soil. No, Patrick. You've been told a lie and you believed it. That's the problem. You believed the lie. It's bad enough the lie was told, but when you believe the lie, that's even worse. Eat God's food. Yep. I don't touch a single supplement. Never. I never have. Ever in my life. Everything. Correct, making waves. James 1:8. He is double-minded. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Yeah, I know, Taser. Everybody's been deceived. I know. As long as we don't get obsessed. Their food pyramid. If anybody trusts that food pyramid, I mean, there was literally Lucky Charms or something on it one time. Like, I mean, give me a break. There was literally like junk food on the food pyramid, and people were believing it and thinking, "Oh, this is good. We're gonna get our lucky charms and we're gonna be healthy." Like, really, I'm I'm not kidding. They were talking about it on Redacted. Clayton and Natalie Morris literally had the newest food pyramid, and there was literally junk food on it. It was unreal. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. It was a bunch of um, like cereals, Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops and things like that. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You don't need those sups, Patrick, because you can't trust the people who make them. That's your problem that you're missing. Don't trust the people who make that stuff. They're poisoning you. They're poisoning you. They're putting blood and everything in that stuff. You can't trust the people that are making them. That's your problem. If they were real supplements with real vitamins and good stuff in them, and they actually wanted to make you healthy, that would be different. But they're Satanists who are evil and want you to be a cannibal and want to create an extremely serious spiritual disaster for you. So they're putting fetal tissue, blood, you name it, in those things you're calling supplements. You're swallowing them and you're creating a very serious spiritual disaster for yourself. That's the problem. Stay away from supplements. They're poison. They're poison. Okay, that's the problem. Oh, yeah, McDonald's is lovely if you want to be a cannibal. I mean, seriously, if you want to be a cannibal, help sales. That's all they care about is getting that stuff in your body, making their money, and causing a spiritual disaster for you. Watch the movie Soylent Green, and you'll never, ever, ever trust the world again. That's an old movie, Soylent Green. That'll wake you up. This is what they've been doing. Vladimir Putin literally came out about, I think, 2 years ago and told the world he has proof that fast food places in America are serving human meat. And nobody knows it. Vladimir Putin himself said he has the proof of it, and he's going to let that proof out so the whole world can see what's going on. He said the fast food places in the States are serving humans, and nobody knows it. Okay? Yeah. They're real McFingers, all right. They're real fingers for sure. It's unbelievable. And people go into McDonald's every day after hearing this, and they still go there. I'm like, are you for real? Oh, yeah, you need to give that up. You need to give that up. I don't even know if it's just McDonald's. I don't think it is. I think it's probably a whole bunch of them. You got to get off that stuff, Michelle, for sure. You got to get off that for sure. Yep. Don't trust these people. That's the thing. Don't trust them. And ladies, your makeup, okay? Go and look at your makeup. Your makeup, if it's, some of the brand names like Urban Decay and Lust and Sin. There's makeup called Sin, literally. Think about that. Do you trust the company that made that? Do you trust the company that made Sin makeup? I don't. I certainly don't. Look at your makeup, look at the symbols on the bottle, and ask yourself, is this probably demonic? This makeup I'm using? And I bet you anything it is. Makeup is a girl named Ashley, a friend of mine, She's the one who woke me up to this. I didn't even realize the makeup was as bad as it was. She sent me a whole bunch of information on it. My mind was blown. I'm like, okay, this is one of the most demonic products out there. This is how they got all the women. And again, there's fetal tissue and blood and everything else in it. So it's possible and won't use big brands, but will be even more vigilant. Yes, definitely. Or a better idea is to just not wear makeup. Right? Your natural beauty is way better. You don't need makeup. Yes, waking up is painful and necessary. Totally true. So, folks, Michelle, as part of your awakening, it's not fun to learn this stuff, but it's true. It's all true. Don't trust the world. Don't trust the world. My honest opinion is that the fallen angels of the Bible are still running this world. The evil ones are in charge. They're making all those products. They're running the corporations, right? It's the fallen angels. So what are you going to expect out of them? That's what you're going to get, right? Yes, go to farmers markets. Anything natural you can find. Stay away from the corporations. They're evil. They're just plain evil. They can do whatever they want. They own the world. What are we going to do about it? Are you going to take them to court and win your court case and stop them? No. No. Yes, fallen angels gave the world everything we got. That's where war came from. The fallen angels literally taught people how to make weapons and start war. So I'm going to end this for a little bit. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be back in a little bit. So, guys, go have a bite, make a coffee, do whatever you want to do. It's Friday night. We'll do a late night groove stream, and we'll enjoy ourselves. It's Friday night. I'll probably have a mocha with some whipped cream, and we'll groove stream the night away. So I will see you in a little while. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.